And they really have to control themselves, stay out of foul trouble so that they can stay on the court and have a chance to win this game.
The Geibel bench across the court to our right. They're their away greens with gold numbers and white trim. The Carlynton Cougars across the court to our left, and very similar colors between these two schools. They have the home whites with dark green numbers and gold trim. Again, the starters for Geibel: Kennedy, White, Johnson, Kolensik, and Grady. For Carlynton: Chase Jones, Pete Gargis, Simon Shriver, Austin Milliner, and Jaden McClure. And we're set to go. Geibel breaking out from the far side on the right, and we'll have Caden Grady jumping for Geibel, and 25 on the other side as well. Jaden McClure jumping for Carlynton as Brad Robber steps into the center circle, and we'll get this PIAA 1A play-in game for third place to enter the PIAA tournament. And the opening tip goes to Carlynton on the far side, and Chase Jones works between the circles. They're off to Austin Milliner, and back up top over to Pete Gargis. Good ball movement with Jadis Kennedy defending. Another touch there from Milliner. Milliner holds on the far wing, comes far baseline underneath, kicks it back out near side to Shriver, sends it off on the far wing there to Jones, who looks to drive and gets fouled underneath.
I think that foul's going to be on Grady. Let's see who they do call it on. Actually had a chance to call it on Kolensik or Grady, and they're going to call it on Kolensik. So Kolensik with the reach, but they're going to call it during the act. So Chase Jones going to go to the foul line here.
Jones averages 12.7 points and 4.3 rebounds a game. He's 65% so far this season from the free throw line, and rattles home the first of two. This Carlynton team, though, just 56% from the foul line this year.
Yeah, and that could factor in. We expect a close game, so every point's going to count.
Jones, a second of two, too strong off the back iron. Scrum for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. Referees say Geibel basketball.
It looks like Carlynton going to employ a little full court press
on this very small floor here at Carlynton High School. Jeffrey Johnson playing catch with Jadis Kennedy. It's Johnson that brings it across on the near side. Lobs back far side. Kennedy high on the right. Now back over to Johnson here on the near wing. Looks to penetrate. Sends it back in Kennedy's direction. He'll eye up the three. It's a bit short. Battle for the loose ball rebound, and controlled there by Jaden McClure of Carlynton. Quickly back up the floor to Simon Shriver, who drives. Ball tipped underneath. Comes loose. Saved there by McClure. Goes back to Shriver. He's triple teamed. Tried to get out of it. Bounced off of Kennedy. Got it back. Couldn't make much hay down on the blocks. Ball comes loose again and somehow kept alive again by the Cougars. Jumper from just inside the foul line. No good there. Austin Milliner. And the Gators out of the pack with it there with Trayvon White. White back across on the near side. Drives between defenders. Hands off Caden Grady, who puts it off the glass and in. So Caden Grady gets the opening field goal of the game for Geibel, and the Gators lead it 2-1 here at the 6:38 mark of the first.
Yeah, a nice dump down pass there by Trayvon White. Defense collapsed on him. He was able to find Grady for the easy layup.
Carlynton coming back. A little floater from just inside the foul line. No good there. Chase Jones. Battle for the offensive rebound. Missing on the putback was McClure. And here's Jeffrey Johnson breaking back on a 2-on-1. Tried to send it over to Kennedy. Actually went off of Kennedy's ankles and out. On the little bounce pass and back over to Carlynton.
Well, they had numbers. They had a 2-on-1 break and actually thought Johnson should have taken it himself. He kind of figured that the defense was going to collapse, expecting Kennedy to get the pass. Johnson might have been more advised to take that by himself.
Austin Milliner bringing it across there for Carlynton. A little switch up top with Chase Jones. Hands back off on the near wing to Shriver. Shriver pulls it off far baseline again. McClure tries to come inside. Shot attempt partially blocked. Got it back. Missed on a putback. And a rebound pulled down there by Geibel's Thomas Kolensik. But he turned it over. Back to McClure. Sends it off to his right. Driving and missing there is Chase Jones. Ball still loose, and Jadis Kennedy picks it up there for the Gators. So a lot going on that possession as Kennedy gets fouled in the backcourt by Pete Gargis.
Gargis with the push. And you're right now, Carlynton able to control the offensive boards. They just can't get the ball to go through the basket right now.
And Kennedy will send it in here to Jeffrey Johnson. Just a 2-1 lead for Geibel here at the 5:43 mark of the opening quarter. And Kennedy close to turning it over. Nice save, Trayvon White. Comes between defenders. Hands off Caden Grady, who puts it off the glass and in. So Caden Grady, both field goals for the Gators, who have a 4-1 lead here at the 5:30 mark of the opening quarter.
Yeah, and Grady the benefactor of two nice passes by Trayvon White.
Johnson went down defensively as the Cougars work with the basketball. Shriver Kicks it off near corner, ball fake Milliner. Back up top again, Chase Jones takes a long two now from the near wing. Off the side of the rim, no good, and Caden Grady, who's really playing well, pulls down another rebound. Outlet pass forward, Jeffrey Johnson drives in. Shot attempt no good. Played off the glass from Kalensic over to Jadis Kennedy, who missed on the shot attempt. Now it's pulled back out again by Jeffrey Johnson.
You talk about end-to-end action.
Over to White, handing off to Grady, who will turn and shoot out in front. They're going to wave it off and call the travel.
Yeah, I think right now both of these teams need to slow this game down a little bit, really. I mean, Geibel's had a couple chances on the fast breaks. Carlynton on the other end able to control the offensive boards, but just can't get anything to go. But right now, just need to slow things down and kind of run a little set offense, get a couple better shots.
Actually, a chance the winner of this game will play the Turkey Foot Valley or Southern Fulton, assuming Berlin Brothers Valley wins District 5. Shot with a left hand, no good there from Austin Milliner, and the Gators break back. Here's Jeffrey Johnson putting it off the glass and in. So Jeffrey Johnson threw that one high off the glass for the Gators, and Geibel on a 6-0 run, leading 6-1. Coming back, Austin Milliner, long two near wing, rattled it home. First field goal of the game for the Cougars comes from Austin Milliner. They're back to within 3, down 6-3.
And again, full court pressure being applied by Carlynton.
Trayvon White coming near wing and in, floating it up. Shot attempt no good. Another rebound pulled down by Jaden McClure there for Carlynton. Little lob pass forward down to Milliner. Baseline jumper near side from 12, no good. Offensive rebound brought down, but missing on a putback attempt there was Devontae Dean, who had just checked in for Carlynton. And Jeffrey Johnson back on the other side for Geibel.
And smart play there. Johnson pulls it back out, sets up the offense.
Already midway through this opening quarter, Geibel on top, 6-3. Johnson coming inside, trying to swing it off to his left. Saved there by Kennedy. Had 3 Cougars around him, and Kennedy's called for the travel.
Tried to fight his way through 3 guys there. Kennedy doesn't agree, but it was a pretty good call. Looks like he shuffled his feet a little bit trying to get possession there, trying to create a little space for himself.
Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of the WPA Medicine Uniontown Hospital and John Marietta for Fayette County Commissioner. Our Facebook graphics, courtesy of Meegan Ford. Here's a 3-ball up top, good. Chase Jones ties this game at 6 for Carlynton. Jones has 4 of the 6 for the Cougars, and we're knotted up at 6 here at the 3:24 mark of the first.
Yeah, Jones just with a nice little step back, created some space, able to knock that shot down.
Jadis Kennedy, a little hop step draw on the foul there left of the lane. And Jadis will get a pair of free throws.
Actually thought they might have called a foul there, or walk, I'm sorry.
Jadis, the 3rd leading scorer in the WPIAL, coming in averaging 31 points a game. Had 44 earlier this year against Monessen, 18 in the first round of the playoffs against Avella, and 26 in that quarterfinal round win over Neighborhood Academy.
Kennedy going to the line, but Pete Gargas picks up his 2nd foul. As we said, neither one of these teams too deep.
And Kennedy knocks down the first of 2 free throws. That's his first point of the night. Comes here at the foul line. 3:17 left here in the first. Geibel a 7-6 lead over Carlynton. 2nd of 2 free throws now for Jadis Kennedy. Up on the way and good again. So Kennedy knocks them both down. It's Geibel by 2. And a substitution here on the Gators side is Tom Kalensic will take a seat, and Jesse Pockel into the game for the Gators.
Yeah, good work by Kalensic early on. Really fought on the boards well for Geibel.
Milliner brought it across and off to his right there to McClure. Now resets on the far wing. Another touch from Milliner. Pulled back to his left to Chase Jones. Takes a long 2 top of the key. Missed out the front of the rim. Jones looking for his own rebound, but some pressure there from Pockel. Knocks it in the backcourt, but he was the last to touch it as it goes out in front of the Carlynton bench. So the Cougars get the basketball back, down 2 with 2:54 left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, good anticipation there by Pockel. Just could not track that down. Would have had an easy fast break basket, but just not enough speed to catch up to that loose ball.
Austin Milliner back across here for Carlynton. Will switch back with Chase Jones. Might be their best pure shooter. Tried a little bounce pass on the inside. Loose on the baseline. Saved there by McClure. Is called for the travel.
Yeah, McClure tried to shake and bake a little bit. Got called for the walk. So again, Carlynton setting up full court pressure.
Jadis Kennedy works it into Jeffrey Johnson. Those two play catch in the backcourt. Kennedy with it right now. Brings it across here on the near side. He just lost it out of bounds. Kennedy looking for the foul. Wasn't going to get it there. Just good defense on the Carlynton side. And we had a nice view of that one, too.
Right in front of us. And right off his foot. He just dribbled it off his left foot. Knocked it out of bounds. Good defense there by Carlynton to cut off the sideline.
Milliner back across here for Carlynton. Kick back in the corner there to Shriver. Shriver now coming from just inside the foul line. Hands off to his right. Jones in a bad position. Had it deflected out of bounds, but will stay Carlynton basketball here in the Geibel zone.
Yeah, Jones took a seat, knocked to the floor, but no foul there.
Milliner will send it back in left of the basket in the Geibel zone. Geibel still up 2. Will feed into McClure. Back to Milliner. Eyes up the 3. Missed it out the side of the rim. They keep it alive. Chase Jones on the offensive glass. Back to Milliner. A little ball fake. Kicks it back over in Jones's direction. His 3-ball misses out the front of the rim. Kennedy the rebound there for Geibel. A little pressure from behind. Scrum on the floor. Jump ball call to go to the possession arrow. It should favor Geibel. It does. With 1:59 left here in the first, Gators lead it by 2.
Good hustle there by Potko to hit the floor and go after that loose ball, tie it up, and create the Geibel possession.
Jadis Kennedy sends it into Jeffrey Johnson. Little backcourt pressure there from Shriver, brought across by Kennedy. Tried to go between defenders. Saved there by Potko, and it was deflected out of bounds by Carlynton. So again, remains Geibel basketball.
Well, Kennedy a little upset right now. He thinks he's getting fouled, but the problem is, don't get trapped in that corner. What's happening is he's trying to dribble out of there, and he's being double teamed, and it's a tough task to ask for to get out of there.
Especially considering how small this floor is. Nice handoff from White down to Grady. Couldn't finish on the far block. A lot of contact. No foul called. Carlynton, his numbers coming back. A 2-on-1. Driving inside and scoring there. Simon Shriver. His first 2 of the game ties things up at 8 with 90 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, you just got to keep the ball out of the corners here, especially in this full court press.
Kennedy going cross court near side. High feed intercepted by Chase Jones. Sends it down to Shriver again, who finishes back with another 2. Timeout Gators. 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. 10-8 Carlynton. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat. Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Going on now at the Chevy East.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $149 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevyeast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year. With $5,999 cash trade with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest, plus tax, title fees, and for payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Geibel with the basketball as we come back after the timeout. Gators now down 2 at 10-8. Jadis Kennedy again between defenders. Sends it off to Kalensic. Kalensic trapped. Ball loose on the court. And it's Austin Milliner for Carlynton, who comes out of the pack with it down again to Shriver. Leans and misses. Offensive rebound brought down there by McClure. Got blocked on a putback attempt. I think we're going to have a foul called here on the Gators.
Yeah, it's going to be on Trayvon White. Basically came from the backside, tried to make that block. Did not have good position to try to get that rebound. And he fouled McClure as he tried to put it back up and in.
52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And you'll have Jaden McClure headed to the free throw line. McClure 28 of 46 so far this season from the free throw line, 61%. First of 2 here up on the way, and no good for McClure. McClure came into this game, Tony, pretty good numbers, averaging close to 17 points and 8 rebounds a game.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Brian. He came in as their leading scorer, but has been whitewashed so far here with 52.7 seconds to go.
Second of 2 free throws, again no good, but the Cougars get an offensive rebound there from Milliner. Sends it back down low to McClure. And even after missing both free throws, McClure getting a reprieve here on this possession and sends it out in front to increase the Cougars' lead now to 4, 12-8. Geibel needs an answer back. Jeffrey Johnson will eye up a 3. A bit too strong. Offensive rebound. Jadis Kennedy had it ripped away. Look out here. Cougars breaking back. That's Ryan Lewis trying to take it inside. The ball knocked away, but will stay Carlynton basketball here in the Geibel zone with 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Pretty good defense there by Jeffrey Johnson to cut in front of Williams as he was trying to make the move. I'm sorry, in front of Lewis as he was trying to make the move.
And the Gators, little pressure there from Jesse Potko, deflecting it out of bounds. Again, we'll stay with Carlynton here with 26 seconds left in the opening quarter. Cougars lead by 4. And again, Carlynton will send it in. Jones open on the far wing with McClure setting the screen. Goes back up top again to Milner. Touch from Ryan Lewis, who's called for the travel. That was pretty evident there, Tony.
Well, Lewis was hesitant. He thought about passing the ball, realized nobody was open, and just took a little shuffle step before putting the ball on the floor.
Lewis, young guy with a bright future, 6'2" sophomore forward. Came in averaging just under 4 points a game in limited minutes so far this season for the Cougars. Jadis Kennedy and Jeffrey Johnson play catch in the backcourt. Kennedy brings it across, dribbled the ball out of bounds. It wasn't called. Gators got lucky there, and it's set in the corner. Missing on the three was Potkel. And Carlynton, another rebound brought down by Jaden McClure. And now it's time is set to expire from midcourt. Chase Jones misses the long shot attempt. So we've reached the end of the first with Carlynton leading Geibel 12-8. We're back with a second and 60 in the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Geibel Catholic Junior Senior High School invites you to take a trip with them as they travel to Neverland and proudly present Peter Pan, coming in April. Tickets are just $15. Due to technical difficulties, however, the dates and venue have changed, so please stay tuned. For more information on the dates, times, and location, or to buy tickets, please call Geibel Catholic Junior Senior High School at 724-628-5600. That's 724-628-5600.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Brian Morozak and Tony Hanola back here at Carlynton High School. The Cougars lead the Geibel Gators 12-8 in this single-A play-in game. Winner gets third place out of the WPIAA and the third seed out of District 7 in the state tournament, which starts a week from Friday. Carlynton with the basketball working left to right as we describe it to start the second quarter, Tony.
And so far, Brian, two evenly matched teams and everything we expected right now, a third and fourth seed.
Here's Chase Jones, a little hop step far side, banked it home. Jones off to a good start with 6, and that's the Carlynton lead right now at 14-8. Gators need an answer back.
Gators need to figure out how to break this press.
And they're going to turn it over again. Johnson's pass knocked down by Jones, who turned it back over to Jeffrey Johnson. His errant pass go out of bounds on the near side. Will be Carlynton basketball as the Cougars lead it by 6 with 7:19 left before halftime.
Yeah, Johnson saying he's telling Curry, who checked in the game, to break down the court, but really that was a pretty quick turnaround after the steal. I don't think Curry even had a chance to think about going for the fast break.
Yeah, the press has certainly been the difference so far tonight. Let's see if Geibel can get things figured out. Austin Milliner up top, back to Jones near wing. 3 rattles out, got another offensive rebound down low, but Jaden McClure went haul it in. Here's Jadis Kennedy coming back for the Gators. Kennedy in the lane, drew the foul. Shot attempt no good, but Kennedy a pair of free throws upcoming.
And you can actually pick 2 guys. Let's see who they called that on. They called that on number 12, Devontae Dean, who checked in. So Dean picks up his first. That's only the team third for this half. And Kennedy back to the line.
First of 2, no good. That one halfway down and rattled out.
Kennedy now 2 for 3 from the line.
Hasn't had a field goal make in this game yet. Second of 2 free throws, again no good from Kennedy, and another Carlynton rebound. Brought across there from Milner. Sent off on the far side. Now down low to McClure, who's triple teamed, and the Gators will be called for the foul. Braden Curry try to reach in there and take it away. Looks like they might post this on Kennedy.
Did they call that on? I thought that was going to be on Curry with the reach. But they did call that on Kennedy. Wow, interesting.
Non-shooting, just his first, and off the inbounds pass. Quick threes and air ball there from Devontae Dean. Again, they keep it alive on the offensive glass. McClure will turn and shoot, no good, and Jadis Kennedy knocking it away, breaking back. Here's Kennedy for the Gators, leaning in and putting it off the glass and in. First field goal of the game. He has 4, and the Gators back to within 4, down 14-10.
Yeah,
Here's
nice.
the 6:24 mark of the second quarter.
Sorry, Brian. Nice job by Kennedy there on the break. Just kind of put the defender on his hip and went up strong and made the layup.
High feed brought down by Jones on the far wing for Carlynton. Tries to come between Gator defenders. Hands off, down low, and a great swat there from Trayvon White rejecting Jaden McClure.
Nice block by White. We saw White have a fantastic game in that second game, against Neighborhood Academy.
Off the inbounds pass from the far elbow, sending it in is Jaden McClure. So McClure with 4. The Carlynton lead back up to 6 at 16-10 as we go under 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. Another turnover from Johnson and an easy layup from Jaden McClure. And you can't give away freebies like that, Tone.
No, that was just really just sloppy. I hate to say it, but just not enough Christmas in that pass.
Trayvon White's been a non-factor so far for Geibel in this contest, and he'll turn it over here. Back to Chase Jones. Chase Jones right down the lane with a finish with the left hand. Chase Jones. Geibel might need another timeout. Jones has 8. The Cougars have doubled up the Gators at 20-10 here at the 5:26 mark of the second quarter.
Yeah, and they just cannot figure out this press by Carlynton.
This small floor playing dividends for Carlynton tonight. They get another steal and a quick take back for a 2 from Devontae Dean. Gators will take another timeout. 5:13 left before halftime. All Carlynton, they lead by 12 at 22-10, and we're back at 60 from the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown with 2 messages for March's Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Number 1, colon cancer is common, and it's the second leading cancer killer in America. Number 2, colon cancer is preventable by getting periodic colonoscopies with removal of precancerous polyps at age 45. Learn more, schedule a screening, call 724-437-7777.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9834. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Back here at Carlynton High School, all Cougars right now, Tony, running away. Up 12 are the Geibel Gators at 22-10.
Yeah, right now, as we said, Brian, this full court press just giving Geibel fits, and really just a couple bad lazy passes as well that led to easy baskets on the other side.
I'm surprised Geibel's not used to this a little bit, Tony, because therefore Geibel High School isn't very big either. A very similar type gym as Trayvon White with a floater just inside the foul line, no good. Ball loose underneath, and that went off of Kalensik, and out it did. Heads up play there from Carlynton again on the baseline.
And that's a tough shot. Trayvon White going across the lane like that, trying to throw it up left-handed, but kind of going against his body. And that we've seen that twice, and that's really a tough shot to take.
Austin Milner back across here for Carlynton. Resets to Jones, top of the key for 3 off the back iron, no good. And in traffic, Trayvon White bringing down that rebound for Geibel. Looking for an outlet pass, brought down by Caden Grady, and a hard foul coming back. Will be called there on Devontae Dean. That'll be his second.
Yeah, and a great outlet pass there by Trayvon White. And actually what I'm a little surprised about too, Brian, is I'm surprised that White is not in the backcourt whenever this press is going on. They're trying to do it with Johnson and Kennedy, and really White's more of a ball handler than Kennedy is.
Grady, first of 2 free throws, no good. Grady came in averaging 6 points and 9 rebounds a game. You mentioned White. He's been averaging 16 points a game and has had some big games in this playoff run. 25 against Avella, 30 against Neighborhood Academy. He's yet to score in this game as Grady makes the second of 2 free throws. He has 5 so far in this game, and Caden Grady's the leading scorer for Geibel.
Yeah, and that wasn't on DraftKings.
No. 22-11. Carlynton the basketball, and they're on top. Jones again up top. Jones at the foul line. A little pivot off to Lewis. Try to hand off there to McClure. Whistle and a foul call.
And that's going to be on Kalensik. Kalensik nearly had that steal and then actually just smacked McClure as he tried to get that ball back. So he's going to pick up his second foul. Only 14 fouls on each side.
Inbounds pass goes to Jones, wide open for 3, missed out the front of the rim. Kalensik the rebound, forward to Jeffrey Johnson with numbers. Johnson comes on the inside, floated it up and in. A little contact down low. Johnson lucky to get called for a little push off there, but got the field goal make to pull the Gators back to within 9 at 22-13 as we go under 4 minutes left here in the second quarter.
And I agree with you. Johnson lowered that shoulder and really just used that little push off to create some space, but got away with it.
Ryan Lewis back up top again to Austin Milliner. Milliner working off the screen over to Jones. Long two, far side, too strong. Battle for the rebound on the near side. Jadis Kennedy tracks it down. Forward to Jeffrey Johnson again. Johnson leaning in on the far block and fouled again. That'll be the third on Devontae Dean.
Devontae Dean, 3 quick fouls. And a beautiful outlet pass there by Jadis Kennedy as he saw Johnson ahead of the pack. Johnson looks like he might be dinged up a little bit. Not limping, but just might have taken a little shot there.
Another one of the Gators wearing those pink tennis shoes tonight. First of 2 free throws, Jeffrey Johnson good. Johnson with 5. 5'9" senior guard, Kevin averaging 10 points a game. Simon Shriver back in on the Carlynton side. And Johnson, second of 2 free throws, good again. So Jeffrey Johnson, 4 here in the second, 6 for the game. Gators chipping away, Tony. They're back to within 7, down 22-15 with 3:33 left before halftime.
Actually, whenever Johnson was taking those foul shots, Kennedy started to run up the court. I thought Geibel was going to try to press on the backside.
Milliner here on the near wing, rotates back up top. A little switch from Pete Gargis. Now Simon Shriver gets a touch. Over to Gargis again. On the wing, up top, ball fake Milliner between defenders. Pulls it back to Shriver. Up top to Gargis, who drains the 3. Nothing but net there. Pete Gargis, his first points of the game come from outside the arc. And a lead at 10 again for Carlynton over Geibel, 25-15.
Yeah, Gargis, his first basket of the game after picking up 2 fouls, but beautiful 3-pointer there.
Jeffrey Johnson floating it to Kennedy, goes cross-court near side. Trayvon White spots up for the 3. Bit too strong, backside rebound. Caden Grady scores on the putback. Grady's been the man out there for Geibel tonight, Tony, with 7 and some big rebounds down on the blocks.
Every bit up, doing a nice job for the Gators.
Coming back, tough shot. Shriver, though, somehow got it to go. Simon Shriver with 6. Lead back up to 10 again at 27-17. 2:29 left before halftime.
Yeah, just no help on the reverse side as Shriver went for that reverse layup.
Gators break the press this time. Far side, Jeffrey Johnson in the Carlynton zone. Resets up top and turns it over. Right to Austin Milliner, who sends it forward to Chase Jones. Floated it up with Johnson defending. Shot the front of the rim, no good. Deflected out of bounds off of Geibel and out. So remain Carlynton basketball here in the Gators zone. Lead still at 10 for the Cougars.
And Geibel extremely fortunate there, Brian. Carlynton had a 3-on-1 break. Nobody getting back for the Gators. And luckily it was knocked out of bounds so they can set up their defense.
Milliner sends it in near side. Jones comes inside, pivots back to Milliner, fires the 3 and hits it. Austin Milliner connecting from the outside. He has 5, lead at 13 now for the Cougars at 30-17 as we go under 2 minutes left here in the second quarter.
And they're not going to let up on this on this full court pressure because they're getting a turnover every time down.
Valencia got bumped, kept alive from Kennedy. Cross court near side. White short on the 3. Valencia going for the save, trying to keep it alive. Does so to Trayvon. It kind of got run over from behind. I think that should be a foul there on Gargis.
Yeah, they are going to call that foul on Gargis. It was kind of interesting. Trayvon White was trying to pick up that ball between his legs. Just couldn't get to it. And Gargis, now he's going to pick up his 3rd. So he and Devontae Dean with 3 each. And Dean's going to check back in.
And see if that plays a factor in this game. They've committed 6 fouls, and they have, as you said, Tony, 3 on Gargis and 3 on Dean as Jeffrey Johnson sends it in to Kennedy, who eyes up the 3, too strong on the back guy. And the Gators not really shooting well tonight either.
Not at all.
Carlynton trying to increase the lead. It's at 13 right now. Shriver, jumper, foul line, good. Simon Shriver, 4 here in the second, 8 for the game. Lead at 15 now. At 32-17, 1:22 left before halftime. High feet in the backcourt. White brings it down. Gators again in trouble. They're going to bring it across, though. Trayvon here on the near wing. Little ball fake. Sends it down to Kennedy. Leans and misses. Kennedy kind of forced that one. Rebound pulled down by McClure. And Kennedy is going to pick up a foul. No, just a timeout. Timeout taken there by Carlynton with 1:08 left before halftime. 32-17. Cougars are back in 60 for the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
I'm Melinda Delarose. As an assistant district attorney, I've protected Fayette County families and fought to uphold our constitutional rights. As a prosecutor and trusted local attorney, I've provided victims of crime with a strong voice and put criminals behind bars. My pledge to you as judge is to follow the law, always maintain the highest ethical standards, and to run a courtroom that's respectful of your time and tax dollars. I'm Melinda Delarose, asking for your vote for judge.
Paid for by friends of Melinda Delarose.
Did you know you have a choice physical provider? Care Rehabilitation offers a appointment times. See us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly with you. If you have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare. Avenue Town. 24437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Carlynton with the basketball and a 15-point lead as we come back. Final minute of the second quarter. Quick whistle and a double dribble called there on the Cougars.
I'm taking a look here at Chase Jones. He's just looking at the referee like what happened there, but got called for the double dribble. And Carlynton that time, Geibel applied a little full court pressure, but Carlynton had no trouble at all breaking that.
And Carlynton has pretty much stayed in this press exclusively, Tony, throughout the course of the game.
Well, you can't blame them. I mean, they've gotten a ton of points off the turnovers.
Touch from Kolensik, back high on the right to Trayvon White, rotates between the circle, tries to fight off the double team, keeps it alive to Johnson, high on the left, high feet, goes out of bounds. This miscommunication there, Tony, not sure where that pass from Johnson was going.
Well, you can see, we talked about this a little bit, Brian, on the way down, and you know, you have Carlynton who's only allowing 45 points a game, and you could see why. I mean, really, they can frustrate an offense without a doubt with this full court pressure.
And held Geibel at only 17 here in the first half. Kolensik picking up Milner defensively. Jones a touch. High feed brought down again from Jaden McClure. They might take this all the way down. 15 seconds left before halftime. Little double team going here on Milner. The Gators force a turnover. Kennedy sends it down to Johnson, who leans and scores. Boy, Geibel needed that right before halftime. Jeffrey Johnson with 8. And now Carlynton looking for the last shot from the near wing. Coming up short there, Jaden McClure. But at least the Gators a little momentum there, Tony. Make right before the halftime break. They're back to within 13. A little bit of life. We'll see what the second half brings. Stay tuned for our halftime show. It's brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. Comes your way next. Again, your halftime score, Carlynton 32, Geibel 19. We're back to recap the numbers for you in a moment here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
February is the month for hearts and the time when a girl starts dreaming about the prom and her perfect gown. Finding that perfect dress is closer than you think. Just stop in Pat's Bridal Boutique in Connellsville, where you'll find the newest styles, and many are sale priced. Plus, enjoy the convenience of shopping locally. Winter hours at Pat's Bridal Boutique are Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5, Saturday until 2, closed Sunday and Monday. Pat's Bridal Boutique, West Crawford Avenue in Connellsville.
Going on now at Seattle Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $149 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year. With $5,999 cash trade with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest, plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28th, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
I'm attorney Trip Radcliffe of Radcliffe Law. I practiced law in Fayette County for over 40 years. The success of our firm is the result of our clients trusting us to make the best decisions on their behalf when they're injured in an accident. We tell our clients, you get yourself better, we will deal with the rest. If you've been hurt in an accident, call us today to set up a free consultation, 724-439-3939. We have Saturday appointments for your convenience. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Mark your calendar for Saturday, April 22nd, and come join Geibel Catholic at the Aaron's Building in downtown Connellsville for Geibel Catholic's Black and White Ball and Auction. There will be appetizers, buffet dinner, auctions, raffles, and more to highlight the celebration. Tickets are $70 per person and $500 per table. For additional information, please call Geibel Catholic at 724-628-5600.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and Save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Bring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans put you in charge of your dream home project with all of the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Halftime here at Carlynton High School. Carlynton, the alma mater, former Steelers head coach Bill Cowher. Maybe Coach Cowher can donate a new gymnasium here soon, Tony.
Maybe a press box.
Maybe a press box. That would be nice, too. But Carlynton up 32-19 over Geibel here at the break. Tony, has your halftime stats. They're being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, for the Carlynton Cougars, they were led in that first half by Chase Jones, who had 8. Simon Shriver also had 8 points. 6 points by Jaden McClure. 5 points by Austin Milliner. 3 points by Pete Gargas on a made 3. 2 points by Devontae Dean off the bench. They scored 12 in the first, 20 in the second, for a total of 32. They had 3 made threes, one by Chase Jones, one by Gargas, and one by Austin Milliner. And they were 2 for 5 from the foul line in that first half. For Geibel, relatively easy. Only 3 guys in the scoring column. They were led by Jeffrey Johnson, who had 8. Caden Grady with a great first half. He had 7. And Jadis Kennedy with 4. They scored 8 in the first, 11 in the second for their total of 19. They were 5 for 8 from the foul line, and they did not make a three-pointer in that first half.
How surprised are you that White did not score in that first half?
I was shocked, actually. I mean, we've seen him have great games the first couple of games, but really nowhere in the offense at all, which is kind of surprising.
Again, the first 2 Geibel games that we did in the playoffs, White had 25 against Avella, 30 against Neighborhood Academy, came in averaging 16 points a game and a donut up on the score column for White here in the first half. And Kennedy, who's the 3rd leading scorer in the WPIAA at 31 points a game, held to just 4.
Well, and the thing of it is, Brian, when you look back at it, with this full court pressure, they really haven't had a chance to get to the basket a whole lot. I mean, they've turned the ball over. I mean, we don't keep turnovers, but easily 15 times in that first half. And if you don't get it down the floor to get the shot, you're not going to score at all. So that's really what's happening to Geibel right now.
Geibel down 13 here at the break, 32-19 Carlynton. Second half comes your way next here on WMBS, the Tribune High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
Going on now at Seahawks Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $149 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year. With $5,999 cash trade with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest, plus tax, title fees, and payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28th, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill Shop and Save.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school in the Fayette County area than 3 Transit, sponsor of the Coral Highlands School basketball team, and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164. Or stop into their office at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue.
Quality care doesn't have to be hard to find. NovaCare Rehabilitation has locations in Uniontown and Masontown and is accessible for all of your recovery needs. Same-day appointments and no referral needed means making an appointment is an easy process. Industry-leading treatments, including LBST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks, are available at both locations. These services supplement exceptional concussion, vestibular dysfunction resources. Don't miss the opportunity to personalize your care with Novik.
Hello, this is your Fayette County Commissioner, Vince Facides. There is nothing more exciting than high school sports. As a graduate of Laura Highlands and a letterman myself, I know all the athletes work extra hard to be competitive, plus maintain their study skills. Again, this is Commissioner Vince Facides saluting all the young contestants for their efforts. Good luck and may the best team prevail. And the winner is...
This is Tim Dye, Fayette County Clerk of Courts, and I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Laura Highlands Mustangs, the Phillies, the Town Red Raiders, the Geibel Gators, and the Lady Gators, and the Brownsville Falcons on their great seasons and making the playoffs. You should be very proud. Now finish strong and bring home that championship trophy. My playoff has started, and I'm asking for your support as I'm running for re-election as your Clerk of Courts. So on May 16th, give Tim Dye another try. Paid for by the candidate.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned and operated by the Vernon family and located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown, is announcing they will have new evening hours. Hours are Monday, 7 a.m., Day and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come in at Casey's Sports Cafe and check out their new menu items and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new denture. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar, located at 7829 National Pike in Uniontown. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new denture faster than other offices and can offer same-day denture repairs. They also offer tooth whitening, clear braces, and same-day crowns. Call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241.
Geibel with the basketball to start the third quarter, working left to right as we describe it, as Jadis Kennedy will send it in to Trayvon White. Gators down 13, Tony.
Well, and Trayvon White, 1,000-point scorer for Geibel, and has yet to get in the scoring column.
And you have Jeffrey Johnson turning it over in the backcourt. Was intercepted there by Milner. Sent left to the lane over to McClure. Now McClure pinned up, and Johnson forces the steal there for the Gators. Off to White. Outlet pass down to Caden Grady, who comes open. Missed down low. Kennedy trying to clean it up and got fouled on a putback attempt. Shot attempt no good. But Kennedy will have a pair of free throws, but it's probably one Grady wishes he had back.
Most definitely wishes he had back. And the thing of it is, Trayvon White with another beautiful outlet pass. And a near turnover again for Geibel, but now Kennedy going to the line.
Need to knock these down to get back into the game, but Kennedy misses the first of two. He's now missed 3 straight at the free throw line.
Now 2 for 5 from the line here tonight.
Kennedy now is 2nd of 2 on the way, and no good again. 4 straight misses at the free throw line for Jadis Kennedy. The Carlynton lead still at 13, and they have the basketball back as Jones sends it out far side. Gargis will switch back off to Simon Shriver. Shriver up top, fronted there from Kolensik. Gets out of it, off to Milner, pulls it in the corner. Jones, 8-foot jumper off the back iron, no good. Tie up underneath. Should have a jump ball called. It is. It'll be Carlynton basketball.
Yeah, nice job there. Fighting underneath for the rebound, but just tied up. Kolensik doing a nice job. He has not scored yet tonight, but really doing a nice job on the boards for Geibel.
Ron Conchilla tells you hello, Tony, on our live stream.
My boy Ronnie. Thanks for listening, brother.
Austin Milner high on the right here for the Carlynton Cougars, with Johnson coming out defensively. Will touch off to Chase Jones. Baseline feed to Shriver. Got rejected there by Trayvon White, but Jones keeps it alive, and he draws a foul coming back inside.
I think that foul's going to be on White. Let's see who they call it on. Yep, that's going to be on Trayvon White. That's going to be his second, team first in his second half.
Now the Gators need some defense here as Gargis Misses on a 3. Air ball goes out of bounds. And over to Geibel.
Yeah, Milner had good position underneath there. Just couldn't find that loose ball and knocked it out of bounds. So again, full court pressure.
See if Geibel has been able to figure out a way here to get out of it as Kennedy gets fouled there in the backcourt. That might be, Tony, the 4th on Gargis.
I think it is. So Gargis is going to pick up his 4th, and we've only seen one player off the bench, and that's been Devontae Dean for Carlynton.
He has 3 personals.
Exactly.
Much like we saw last night in the Laurel Highlands game with Keandre DeShields picking up 4 fouls early on in the third quarter as Kennedy drives, had a pretty move but couldn't finish. And Carlynton another rebound, but the advantage Carlynton has tonight. They have a 13-point lead in the basketball right now as Jones pivots. Inside feed off to McClure. Back up top again to Austin Milner. Near side again, Jones between defenders. Threw it up and got fouled. Shot attempt no good, but he'll get a pair of free throws here for Carlynton.
And it looks like they're going to call that on Jeff Johnson. So Johnson picks up his first. Just kind of grabbed Chase Jones as he flashed down the lane there for the layup. It's going to send Jones to the line. Jones 2 for 3 today.
Scored 8 points. First of 2 free throws here. Good for Chase Jones. Came in 65% for the season.
He's having a nice game. A nice looking point guard for Carlynton.
Jones now 2nd of 2. Good again. The Jones knocks them both down. The Carlynton lead now up to 15 at 34-19. With 6:20 left here in the third. Jeffrey Johnson trap gets out of it. Over to Jadis Kennedy. Back to Johnson again. Johnson trying to work out of his own zone. High feed intercepted again. Same old story. Jaden McClure on the steal. Down to Jones, who banked it in. Chase Jones. 4 here in the third. 12 for the game. The Carlynton lead up to 17 now at 36-19 as we go under 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Little ball fake from White, brings it across. White at the foul line to the dump down to Kennedy. Got picked off again. And here's Austin Milner again out of his own zone for Carlynton. Jumper near elbow, good. Milner, he has 7, and Carlynton is running away right now. They've doubled up the Gators again at 38-19 with 5:35 left here in the third.
Yeah, just not good passing here by Geibel, and really just can't figure out this press.
10-second call. Geibel could not bring it across in 10 seconds. And Carlynton gets it back again. And the press has been everything for the Cougars, as it's been throughout much of the season for them. Only time it really hasn't worked as of late was in that semifinal loss against Union. Good ball movement down low, another finish out in front. Jaden McClure. McClure with 8. The Carlynton lead at 21. They lead by more points than the Gators have scored in this game. Trayvon White back across. White a bit out of control, lost it out of bounds over to Carlynton. He can just sense the frustration right now, Tony, on the Geibel side.
Every bit of. They're just beside themselves right now and just can't figure out what they want to do. Can't figure out how to break this press and really can't get a shot off.
Jones bounces it off to Milner, far side, good ball movement. Little switch back off to McClure. Up top again, Milner. A little kick out, coming baseline, Jones. Floater no good, but cleaned up by Devontae Dean, who just sent it up and in. Dean with 4. And it's a 23-point lead for Carlynton over Geibel at 42-19. 4:35 left here in the third, and an offensive foul there in the backcourt on the Gators.
They're going to call it on Kalensik on the block. Tried to set a pick, and he's going to get called for his 3rd foul. So now you're going to have Jesse Pockel check back in for Geibel. Kalensik going to take a seat. Braden Curry at the scorer's table too. He's checking in. Going to give Jeff Johnson a breather.
Gators down 23 right now.
Now Gators need to figure out who can handle the ball and break this press.
3 in the corner, good from Simon Shriver. Shriver in double figures with 11. They've upped the lead now to 26 at 45-19. Trayvon White brings it across on the far side. He got fouled there by Jaden McClure. We certainly expected, Tony, coming in a little bit of a closer game.
We expected a lot closer game, but then again, we didn't expect this kind of defense from Carlynton either. I mean, this full court press is just brutal, and Geibel just having an extremely difficult time even getting the ball past half court.
And I'm surprised, though, with the athletes the Gators have, they've not been able to figure it out as finally Trayvon White gets on the scoreboard, banking one home there for his first 2 points of the game, 45-21 Carlynton. Jones between defenders, takes it right to the rack, missed on the drive. Caden Grady the rebound there for Geibel. Off to Jadis Kennedy to cross. Kennedy sent it near side and right off the hands of Jesse Pockel and out. It was a good setup, but Pockel just couldn't hang on.
And that was the first 2 points of the half for Geibel on that basket by Trayvon White.
We've just gone under 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Carlynton back across Milner. Good feed. Jones. Bounce pass. Far block coming open. Jaden McClure for another quick 2. McClure in double figures with 10. Look at the scoring column. Carlynton has outscored Geibel 15-2 so far in this third quarter. White hands off Kennedy. Got swatted there by Devontae Dean. Outlet pass coming forward. Chase Jones scoops it up and in. And he drew the and one in the process. Got hit late on the drive. Jones has 14 to make it 15 at the foul line. It's a 49-21 lead for Carlynton over Geibel with 3:32 left here in the third.
Then you're going to get a technical as well.
Called on Pockel.
Yep. So he picks up his first 2 fouls. Now you're going to have number 21, that's Mike Miller, going to check in. Pockel's going to go to the bench, but more importantly, Chase Jones going to the foul line. Going to get 1 shot and then 2 technicals.
Jones, the first of 3 up on the way in good. Jones 15 in this game now for the Cougars.
Well, and this next one will put it at the 30-point mercy rule.
You'll have a running clock the rest of the way. Make for a quick night. And what's a PIAA play-in game for third place. And Carlynton pretty much locks it with that make from Jones of the line. He'll get 1 more, and they'll have possession of the basketball as well.
Yeah, this is not at all what we had expected coming down here tonight.
Another make from Jones at the free throw line. He has 9 here in the third, 17 for the game.
Yeah, Jones, nice looking basketball player. He's a senior, but really you can see he's the glue for this Carlynton team.
And the Cougars went gator hunting tonight and had a lot of success. Missing there, Jones on the drive, and a rebound brought down by Geibel's Braden Curry. Geibel down 31 at 52-21, and Carlynton still in the press, forcing another turnover. McClure sending it off near side and banking one in from the wing is Milner. Milner with 9. 54-21 Carlynton. Kennedy right down the lane between defenders. Got fouled. And you go back to the Amani game. Geibel got down early on there, Tony, but really played with Amani the rest of the way. Here it's been Carlynton. They set the tone early. It was only 12-8 after 1. Outscored Geibel 20-11 in the second. They're just dominating this third quarter.
Oh, every bit of. I mean, this defense is stifling. And we said only allowing 45 points a game, and I don't think Geibel's even going to get close to that here tonight.
Kennedy now has missed 5 straight free throws as that one spins out.
Well, and you can't give up points.
Make it 6 straight. That one out the front of the rim. Another Carlynton rebound from McClure. Touch from Jones. Down on the run to Devontae Dean. Took it right down the lane and laid it up and in. 56-21 lead at 35 for Carlynton with 2:42 left here in the third. Here's Kennedy again between defenders. Handing off. Grady got swatted down low. This defense is just relentless on the Carlynton side. McClure again. Kick out 3. Far wing. Ring it up. Austin Milner. His second made 3 of the game, has 7 here in the third, 12 for the game. 59-21 Carlynton. And this has been as big of a rout, Tony, as we've seen in about almost any game we've done so far this season. As Kennedy comes back for another quick 2, he has 6. Just credit this Carlynton team. Hard to believe that Union kind of took them out to the woodshed, even though that was a close game through a couple of quarters. Going back to last week, floater in the lane, good there from Jaden McClure.
Well, I mean, they played Union tough, twice before that. As I said, they lost by 2 the first time, 3 the second time. But this last game, they were down by 1 at half, and really just didn't have a good second half at all.
Kennedy driving and getting a quick 2. They do have a win over Quaker Valley on the resume as well.
Right.
Chase Jones racing back. Another quick 2. Chase Jones running out of room in my scoring column for here in the third. He has 11 in the third, 19 for the game. 63-25, and a foul called here on the far boundary with 1:22 left on a running clock here in the third quarter.
That's going to be on Devontae Dean, and that's going to be his 4th, but at this point it really doesn't make any difference.
Chase Jones's grandmother, Karen Barnes, watching on our live stream. Hello, Karen. Your grandson having a heck of a game tonight.
Your grandson's a nice basketball player, I can tell you that.
Gators get it back. So we've got a minute left here in the third quarter. Jeffrey Johnson here on the near side, dribbling edge of the zone, feeding it off to Trayvon White. White back between defenders, kicks it near corner, deflected out of bounds. Will stay with Geibel here in the Carlynton zone.
Yeah, one thing Geibel is not doing, they don't come to the ball. I mean, they're trying to make cross-court passes, and really, Carlynton expecting it. Just bad passes all night long by Geibel.
Jeffrey Johnson left in the lane, got stripped, taken away on the break. Lecky Turner sending it forward to Milner as another left-hand finish. Austin Milner, 9 in the third, 14 for the game. It's a 40-point lead for Carlynton over Geibel at 65-25 with 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jeffrey Johnson up top, sends it left of the lane. Kennedy lost it out of bounds, back over to Carlynton again.
Yeah, just complete frustration all the way around. And they stopped the clock, but really probably should have finished out.
6.8 left here in the third quarter. It's Carlynton's basketball. We'll send it into Jones. Pulls back Milner from three-quarter courts. Shot attempt no good. But all Carlynton after 3, up 65-25 over Geibel. We're back with a 4th and 60 from the C.R. Prada Group High School Sports Tonight.
Ready for an easier way to manage your cards? Get more power, peace of mind, and security with the new updated app from First Federal of Greene County. Set spending limits, view merchant details, subscriptions, and where your card is stored. Plus, turn off lost or stolen cards. It's card management on your terms. Download the updated app or visit ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729. Geibel Catholic Junior Senior High School invites you to take a trip with them as they travel to Neverland and proudly present Peter Pan, coming in April. Tickets are just $15. Due to technical difficulties, however, the dates and venue have changed, so please stay tuned. For more information on the dates, times, and location, or to buy tickets, please call Geibel Catholic Junior Senior High School at 724-628-5600. That's 724-628-5600.
Back here for the fourth quarter, Carlynton 65, Geibel 25, and Tony. In that third quarter, Carlynton outscored Geibel 33-6.
Brutal. But, I mean, like I said, I should have kept count of turnovers. Here's another one.
Inbounds pass, intercepted. Milner just scooped it up and in with a left hand. He has 12. No, check that. He has 16.
Yep.
And 9 there in the third. So 16 now for Milner in the game at 67-25. Carlynton on top. Caden Grady coming back with a quick 2 there for Geibel. Grady with 9 for the Gators. Opening 30 seconds of this fourth quarter. Chase Jones trying to get on to Ryan Lewis. He lost it out of bounds, so Geibel will get it back. You'd have to think Carlynton should probably call off the Dogs right now as far as the press is concerned, but they're not. Even with a 40-point lead.
I would think you're probably going to see some bench players as well pretty soon.
Kennedy down the far boundary trying to go between defenders. Thought he was hit and fouled. Nothing called. And coming back, get another quick 2 from Carlynton's Lecky Turner. First 2 of the game for Turner off the bench. 69-27 Carlynton. Johnson in front of us through center. Hand off Grady. Little fumble regain. Got fouled going up. Should be 2 free throws here for Caden Grady with 6:50 left on a running clock in regulation.
7 players in the scoring column for Carlynton tonight. And led by Chase Jones, who has 19. Only 4 on the Geibel side. And Grady, their leading scorer, trying to get into double figures right here.
First of 2 free throws good for Caden Grady.
And he does. So Grady now with 10. And now you're going to see a couple substitutes. Milner's going to hit the road. And I can't get the number. Grady's kind of in the way there.
Grady makes the second. An 11-point game for Caden Grady.
So number 30, Jake Moldovan, checked in.
You'll see, you would expect both teams probably will clear out the benches here late. And both will enter the state tournament. You'll have Carlynton taking on the second-place team out of District 5 as Ryan Lewis gets another 2 to go. Lewis, his first 2 of the game, Tony.
Now they're going to give a warning for Lewis. Didn't let the ball go through the basket. Doesn't really matter.
And 71-29. They're still pressing. Trayvon White bouncing it back to Jadis Kennedy, off and across to Jeffrey Johnson. Johnson, a little hop step floater, got fouled going up. Once again, Geibel will take on the District 10 champs, Tony, up in the Erie region. Certainly be a tough first round game. They lost to Farrell in that same spot a season ago.
Well, you just got to hope they have the right mindset. I mean, this is kind of deflating here. They faced the fantastic Imani Christian team earlier.
You really gave them credit as Johnson misses the first of 2 free throws. They got down big early on, but kept on playing throughout the entire course of the game. You kind of get a sense at times today they've shut down a little bit. They didn't do that against Imani, and you hope they have the right mindset for the postseason as well, as Johnson missed the second free throw. Trayvon White trying to keep it alive on the offensive glass. Try to fire a pass. He might have went off the face of Kolensik there. White got it back. And they're going to call a foul here on Carlynton. And that'll be the 7th team foul, so a 1-and-1 here for the Gators with 6:05 left in regulation. And Geibel down 71-29.
That's going to be on Lakai Turner. That's going to send Kennedy to the line. Kennedy,
no,
I'm sorry, Trayvon White, I'm sorry.
White front end of the 1-and-1, no good. Another rebound brought down by Carlynton. Here's Jones leading and scoring again. Chase Jones, 21 for him in this game, Tony.
21, and you see about 5 guys on the Carlynton bench with their shirts off, warm-up shirts.
Kennedy leaning and getting fouled. Shot attempt no good. He'll have 2 free throws upcoming. 5:40 now left here in the fourth quarter. Kennedy will have 2 free throws here for the Gators.
That foul is going to be on Jake Moldovan. It's going to send Jadis Kennedy to the line. Kennedy has missed his last 6 free throws in a row.
Make there, though, to break the streak. There's 9 points, though, in this game for Jadis Kennedy. When you consider the fact, Tony, Kennedy came into the game averaging 31 points a game. With that second made free throw, Geibel as a team now has scored just 31 points. We have only 5:33 left in regulation. Long baseline jumper from 12. No good there from Jaden McClure for Carlynton. Geibel the rebound. Trayvon White was looking for a long pass for Kennedy, and hard to complete those passes, Tony, against a team as quick as Carlynton. As Jones comes back, he got blocked underneath. White the rebound, down to Kennedy. He'll break free this time. They got blocked going up. Should be a goaltend, and maybe even a foul there on Ryan Lewis with hard contact.
And Kennedy's going to get a technical.
These guys just need to calm down because you don't want to get yourself disqualified for a state playoff game.
No. And instantly, Kennedy's going to get pulled out of this game, and Grady's going to check back in. So Kennedy going to pick up the technical. Not sure who the personal was.
I think he chirped, though, after he got knocked down.
Well, he did, but he also got fouled. I think they called the basket good on the goaltend, and they called a foul, and then they called the technical on Kennedy. So it looked like Ryan Lewis is going to pick up the foul, and then Kennedy's going to get the technical.
So this will essentially be the and one. You had the goaltending called. So even though the basket was no good, you still credit off the goaltend, but the foul was committed. So Kennedy will get the and one here at 73-33, and he misses this free throw, and they'll likely check him out.
Yeah, so they're going to give him 2.
And now you'll have Chase Jones shooting the technical free throws down on the other side.
And Jones has hit his last 5 free throws.
Yeah, scored 21 points in this game. First of 2 free throws here, good. Make it 22 now for Chase Jones. Lead at 74-33 for Carlynton over Geibel.
Jones 8 for 9 from the foul line here tonight.
Jones second of 2. Good. It'll be Carlynton basketball.
Well, he does not look like a 65% free throw shooter, that's for sure.
He got Kennedy on the bench, but I think it's a smart move here, Tony, because you have to calm him down. He goes out and picks up another technical, and he's not playing in your state playoff game.
Well, put it to you this way. I mean, give some other guys a chance right now. You're down by 42 with a running clock. No sense in even trying to get, even if somebody would happen to get hurt by chance.
Double dribble call there on Jaden McClure.
Get him out. Let some of the bench players play right now. You're not going to come back.
And sent in here by Evan Bauer. Back to Jeffrey Johnson. Directs traffic out of his own zone. Over to Trayvon White. Bounces back to Johnson. Comes between defenders. Over to Trayvon again. Trayvon, a little hesitation. Trying to kick it in the corner. Feed brought down there. Mike Miller rotates out to the wing. Pulls it back up top to White. Pass got deflected. White regains. Between defenders got fouled.
I think that's going to be on Turner. No, they're going to call that on 23. They're going to call that on Ryan Lewis. So Lewis picks up his second.
They're still stopping the clock here, Tony, for all the free throws. Yeah, rather quickly, too.
That shouldn't be.
First of 2 free throws good for Trayvon White. Just 3 points in this game for Trayvon. Second of 2 free throws good again for Trayvon White. 75-35. Lead at 40 for Carlynton. And some of their second teamers in there. Jake Moldovan along with Lecky Turner. Turner with it right now. Swung over to Chase Jones. Penetrates. Put it off the glass. Shot attempt no good. Lewis in traffic. Got fouled, I think, here on the floor. For the 7th team foul on Geibel. Be a 1-and-1 here for Ryan Lewis.
It's going to be on Kalensik. That's going to be his 4th.
Not that it matters too much at this juncture of the game. And Sean Heinrich, a fan favorite, will check in now for Carlynton. He'll come in for Jaden McClure. They love Heinrich around these parts, Tom.
No, he's one of those guys where you want to see him get in a scoring column.
Second free throw off the back iron, no good there. Ryan Lewis. Geibel the rebound. Off and across White, threw it off of Lewis. Saved in the corner, Miller. Touch from Kalensik. And a fastball down low that Kaden Grady couldn't bring in.
Kalensik probably should have taken that shot. He had a nice shot. Had a little jumper in the lane, should have taken it. But trying to be unselfish and hit Grady for another easy layup. And again, another turnover by Geibel.
Chase Jones back across here for Carlynton. Off on the far side to Turner. Touch off Sean Heinrich. Back again to Turner. Tough shot. Able to scoop it up and in. Check that, Ryan Lewis. Ryan Lewis with the make. So Lewis with 4. 77-35 Carlynton with 3:06 left here in the 4th.
Yeah, they've kind of backed off the press, but picking up half court.
Trayvon White fouled. Got a little feed there off to Kaden Grady. The Gators getting set to empty out their bench as well. With 2:50 left here in the 4th. You'll have a 1-and-1 for Trayvon White. Check that, 2 shots for Trayvon White as they've gone over the 10 foul limit here in the second half.
Yeah, they're into double bonus, so Trayvon White going to get 2.
First of 2, no good from Trayvon. And boys, Geibel struggled from the free throw line in this one, Tim.
They sure have. I'll have to come back with the numbers here, Brian, but I think I have time, huh?
Yes, you do. At 77-35. Loss will drop Geibel to 17-8. Carlynton with the win will improve to 17-7. Jake Trombetta really appears to be doing a great job in his first year as Carlynton's head coach, Tony. Has him playing well.
Geibel now 12 for 24 from the foul line.
Just 50% as White made the second free throw. 77-36. 2:50 left here in the 4th.
Had to do a little cipher in there, Brian.
Yes. And Chase Jones, who's still out there for Carlynton with 23 points. Bringing it across. Has it high on the left. He's going to dribble this one out now with Braden Curry coming out defensively. Feed there off to Turner. A little ball fake. Down on the baseline. They're going to try to set up Heinrich, who will kick it out to Moldovan for 3, too strong. Backside scrum for the rebound, going for the save there. Turner kept it alive to Lewis. Back high on the left again to Chase Jones. Good defense there from Curry. Touch off from Moldova, and they'll pull it back out with 2:12 left in regulation. 77-36, the Carlynton lead. Turner, high feed back off to Chase Jones. Now under 2 minutes left here in the fourth. Good ball movement down low. Heinrich out in front. Little poke there from Geibel's Mike Miller. And we'll get a foul called. This might send Heinrich to the line here, Tim.
It is going to send Heinrich to the line. It's going to be on Luke Schumar, who checked in the game for Geibel. The 5'10 sophomore forward picks up the foul, and now Sean Heinrich, only 1 for 2 from the line on the season. And the fans want to see him knock down one here.
Be a 1-and-1. Here comes the front end. It's up on the way, and no good. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Carlynton and out. It'll be Geibel basketball with 1:38 to play on a running clock here in the fourth. Mike Miller out of his own zone here for the Gators. Lob it forward, brought down by Kolensik. Pulled back edge of the zone there, Braden Curry. Curry fights off the double team, goes between defenders and turned it over. It was Heinrich that found the loose ball. He'll lob it in the air, brought down to be over and back. Call there on Ryan Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis, good hustle trying to get to that, but just didn't establish himself in the backcourt prior to catching it. So now closing in on a minute to go here.
Luke Schumar sends it in the backcourt again to Braden, or check that to Mike Miller. Miller between defenders, saved by Kolensik, swung to Schumar, kicked in the corner, 3-ball on the way, good. And ring that one up, Tony, for Seth Dolan.
Seth Dolan
hit that big free throw down the stretch against Neighborhood Academy off the bench when the Gators had a little injury situation, hitting a 3 here. Only a freshman, certainly a part of the future program here at Geibel.
First made 3 of the night for Geibel.
And he comes from Dolan off the bench. 30 seconds left, and Dolan a little poke there on Turner, but kept alive. They'll send it back down to Heinrich. Pulled back outside the arc. They're going to try to set up Heinrich with another shot here late. They'll dump it down to the far side. A little ball fake. Repositions and gets the 2 to go. And that'll bring the house down. Heinrich takes the lead at 40. Geibel to dribble this one out. Down to 3, down to 2, down to 1 from midcourt. Coming up short there is Braden Curry. And Carlynton will get the 3 seed out of District 7 in the state playoffs. Geibel, the number 4 seed. Carlynton wins at 79-39 over the Gators. Back to tell you all about it on our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next year on WNBS, the Tribune High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Going on now at Seattle Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $149 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease excludes GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year. With $5,999 cash trade with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest, plus tax, title fees, and pertainment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28th, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group. 724-437-9812 or go to SprowellsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
February is the month for hearts and the time when a girl starts dreaming about the prom and her perfect gown. Finding that perfect dress is closer than you think. Just stop in Pat's Bridal Boutique in Connellsville where you'll find the newest styles, and many are sale priced. Plus, enjoy the convenience of shopping locally. Winter hours at Pat's Bridal Boutique are Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5, Saturday until 2, closed Sunday and Monday. Pat's Bridal Boutique, West Crawford Avenue in Connellsville. On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Carlynton wins it 79-39 over the Geibel Gators. Back here on our post-game show, being brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Tony has your post-game stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, for the victorious Carlynton Cougars, who improved to 17-7 overall, they were led tonight by Chase Jones, who had a fantastic game. He had 23 points. He was followed by Austin Milliner, who had 16. 12 points by Jaden McClure. 6 points by Devontae Dean off the bench. 4 points by Ryan Lewis. A made 3 by Pete Gargas. 2 points by Lakai Turner. 4 points by Ryan Lewis, and 2 points by Shane Heinrich. They had 9 players in the scoring column here tonight. They scored 12 in the first, 20 in the second, 33 points in that third quarter, 14 points in the fourth. They were 9 for 15 from the foul line, and they had 5 made threes, 1 by Jones, 1 by Gargas, 1 by Shriver, and 2 by Austin Milner. For the Geibel Gators, who dropped to 17-8 overall, they were led tonight by Jadis Kennedy, who had 12 points. He was followed by Caden Grady, who had 11. 8 points from Jeff Johnson, 5 from Trayvon White, and a made 3 by Seth Dolan. 8 in the first, 11 in the second, 6 points in the third, 14 in the fourth for their total of 39. They only had the 1 made 3. That was by Seth Dolan in that fourth quarter. And they were 12 for 24 from the foul line here tonight. So big difference in this game was the third quarter, 33-6. Geibel being outscored by Carlynton.
Our player of the game brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicides is Chase Jones, who finished with 23 points for the Carlynton Cougars. Again, we have both Laurel Highlands and Uniontown 4A playing games tomorrow. Red Raiders taking on Hampton. Laurel Highlands hosting Highlands as Rodney Gallagher goes for the all-time scoring mark at Laurel Highlands. We're on the air with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6. Both games tip off at 7 o'clock. That'll do it from Carlynton tonight. 79-39 your final score. Carlynton over Geibel. For Tony Hanula, Billy Dice, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. This is Brian Morozak. So have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, your final score 79-39. Carlynton over Geibel. So everybody from Carlynton High School.